Audio Jungle.
Hello and welcome to Mexico News Network, shooting live from El Dorado Royal Spa Resort by Charisma. It's a beautiful day out here today. Lots of things are happening as we speak. We have the pool over there. Great performances going on, and right here we have JoJo's, only in the heart of Riviera Maya in this beautiful setting. Welcome, thank you for joining us today. I am Elisa Carballo and this is our daily news report. To begin with, Mexico's automotive industry breaks records, leaving behind last year's production. The Mexican Automotive Industry Association revealed convincing numbers about the nation, setting a brand new record in automotive production. The 266,424 automobiles produced in Mexico only in January, exporting 204,907 vehicles, with a 15.2% increase. It is a fact that Mexico's exports were considerably strengthened. Compared to last year, exports to Canada and Asia went up by 35.8% each. Sales to Europe grew by 15.3%, and sales to the US grew by 13.7%. And even though exports to Latin America and Africa went down, it has turned into the 7th largest automotive manufacturer in the entire world and the 4th in export matters. The previously referred numbers can be easily understood if we consider that about 83% of Mexico's automotive production is exported, mostly to Canada and the US. And in other news, exports to the United States have been growing. This is a staggering and outstanding trend that will definitely continue well into 2015. That is right, the commercial relationship between Mexico and its northern neighbor registered a substantial increase last year. Back in the year 2014, the trade of goods between Mexico and the US reached $507 billion. Back in 2014, it reached $534 billion. Money of which 12.5% was Mexico's share only on imports from the US. In the year 2014, imports from Mexico to the United States increased by 4.9% compared to the previous year, which totaled to $294 billion. A substantial increase if you ask us, even though it was exceeded by imports from China and Germany, registering an increase of 6 and 7.7% respectively. During that same year, the leading sources for imported products to the United States were China, followed by Canada, followed by Mexico in 3rd place. In 4th and 5th place are Japan and Germany respectively. As a result of said transactions, the total exports from the US to Mexico summed up to $240 billion, leaving a $54 billion surplus only for Mexico. According to Dolores Ramon, an analyst with the Spanish bank Ve Por Más, this is a trend that will continue throughout the entire year 2015. Even though she believes that Mexican oil exports to the USA will decrease, she also predicts an increase in products and exportation from Mexico to the United States. And in other news, there are great and very high hopes for the Trans-Pacific Partnership, a treaty that expects to be fully signed by the end of March. That is right, Mexican Foreign Minister Jose Antonio Meade discreetly announced the possibility that the long-announced Trans-Pacific Partnership may be finalized by mid-March. In an interview with Reuters in early February, Minister Meade stated that Mexico would be ready and willing for an early conclusion of talks for a treaty which have been going on for a little over 10 years at the time of publication of this article. Conceptually, talks of a broad trade agreement between Asia and the Americas can be said to have begun in 2002, when Chile, New Zealand, and Singapore entered discussions of a Pacific Three Closer Economic Partnership, also known as the P3CEP, in Los Cabos, Mexico. This original agreement entered into force in 2006 for all 3 signatory countries. The United States expressed its intentions to begin negotiation to enter the partnership in the year 2008, and the government of Mexico did not state interest at all into joining talks until the year 2012, and that was formally invited to take part in negotiations to enter the partnership at the G20 summit, hosted on that same year in the city of Cabo San Lucas, also in Mexico. Should the entire agreement be finalized in its current state, the resulting partnership would cover 2/5 of the entire world economy in a pact among signatory countries aimed at relaxing or outright eliminating tariffs and harmonizing regulations. It would have 12 member countries, potentially reaching 14, that is in the case China and South Korea decide to join. This, of course, takes place at a time when Mexico has opened the extraction of its offshore oil reserves to the private sector for the first time in over half a century. We'll be right back after the break. Stay with us.